तौ सन्तोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्यादपर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. 72 अनुच्छेद नंबर. बहुत बड़ा अनुच्छेद, और अनुच्छेद भी नहीं होगा आज. Down now they have English class from 3:15 onwards. English 3:15 to 4. उनका इच्छा, जाना है तो जाइए, दोनों चलेगा. Because that is the only convenient time for them. I tried actually. Morning they have Sanskrit class and morning is not possible. After that night is not possible for the Prabhuji. English to do English class. Huh? Morning already they packed. 6 6 hours. Huh? Huh? Now third assignment Tattva Sandarbha, they already 2 assignments they finished, results also is given. They are writing assignment like anything. पहले से डर भरा के रखा है ना, इसीलिए अभी वो लोग एकदम they have no choice actually. In interview itself we said, in interview with selection. क्या चल रहा है? एवं च ओम नमस्तेस्तु भगवन् इत्यादि गद्ये परमहंस परिव्राजकैः. Yes, this is also finished. Half we finished already in this. Not half, but we have to carry on from न तु इयमपि ब्रह्मपरत्वेन याक्य वन्दितत्वेन यत्र गत्वा इत्यनेन च तद् अनङ्गीकारात्. यतः श्री विष्णुपुराणे च श्री विष्णुलोकमुद्दिश्य, this air is going inside this and giving the voice noise. Huh? For online.
No, Prabhuji, it is not disturbing.
Not disturbing. Okay. My God. This is the cooperation. यतः श्री विष्णुपुराणे च श्री विष्णुलोकमुद्दिश्य ऋग् यम अनुस्मृता. From here we have to. Krishna books. How many students are stayed back? बाकी लोग चले गए ना सब? अच्छा ठीक. I recommend actually all of you to hear this present Tattva Sandarbha classes, and also you take material. It is there with them because now the material is also is given systematically, and class you can be seeing. You can correlate both material and the class both. It will be very helpful. Yeah, material can be given, no problem. Otherwise, you can take from juniors also. Huh? Yeah, you're getting, yeah. Huh? In our group, some people may not want actually. Yeah. I can give personally if you come. English. English, Jayadamar Prabhu will be taking. Ah, Nam Sankirtan Prabhu. Nam Sankirtan Prabhu will become. No, for the first year, so one devotee is coming from Russia, so he is asking who is that. Nam Sankirtan. You know, na? And one from America, he is coming. He is Gokulanand. They are already attending on online. Yeah. यतः श्री विष्णुपुराणे विष्णुलोकम् उद्दिश्य ऋग् इयम् अनुस्मृता यथा. In the Vishnu Purana, about the Vishnu Loka, that means regarding Vishnu Loka, rig means rig mantras, are remembering like this. About the Vaikuntha, it is said like this. ऊर्ध्वमोत्तरं ऋषिभ्यस्तु ध्रुवो यत्र व्यवस्थितः एतद्विष्णुपदं दिव्यं तृतीयं व्योम्नि भास्वरं निर्धूतदोषपङ्कानां यतीनां संयतात्मनां स्थानं तत्परमं विप्रा पुण्यपापरीक्षये पापपरीक्षये अपुण्यपाप अपुण्यपुण्यो परमे क्षीणाशेषाप्तिहेतवः यत्र गत्वा न शोचन्ति तद्विष्णोः परमं पदं धर्मध्रुवाद्यातिष्ठन्ति यत्र ते लोकसाक्षिणः तत्सारिष्ट्योत्पन्नयोगाधास्तद्विष्णोः परमं पदम् यत्रैतदोतं प्रोतं च यद्भूतं सचराचरं भव्यं च विश्वं मैत्रेय तद्विष्णोः परमं पदं दिवि वा चक्षुराततं विततं तन्महात्मनां विवेकज्ञानवृद्धं च तद्विष्णोः परमं पदम् इति. I am just reading out the translations from the Baba book. This is nothing, just you can see in this. About that means it's beyond the material creation is said. Urdhvatara rishibhyastu dhruvo yatra vyavastitaha. Where is this Vaikuntha in the material world? You all know? Huh? That's the Kshir Sagar Vaikuntha. Where is that? No, that's the main one. Main one, that's the no, not that one. In the material world. And
Is Dhruvaloka about
near the Dhruvaloka, it is there, na? There's about, there's Saptarshi Mandala is there. That's there is Dhruvaloka is also there, and just that is the Dhruvaloka is a part of the Vaikuntha, na? Yeah. So that is the Vaikuntha. So that Vaikuntha we are discussing actually. Urdvottara Rishibhyastu Dhruvaha Yatra Vyavastitaha. So it is a Uttara Rishibhyastu is the north side of the that 7 stages. So you see this how that whole structure, you remember this Loka mountain is rising very high, na? Actually it is very rising. That means it's in Sumeru is there, and this Loka mountain is also rising, and so that means it's like a circle, it is big one. So then it is rising, and just about to that, so that means Surya and Chandra are already in that Loka mountain, surround inside that only. Just above to that, what is there? Above to that, there is Swarga. Yeah, yeah. Huh? And Antariksha, and after that Swarga is there, and then after that, this Saptarshi Mandala is there, na? And then there, above to that Saptarshi Mandala there is Dhruvaloka. Dhruvaloka, na? So that is there is the Shir Sagar is there. Yeah. Between Swarga and Maharloka. Above to that, above to Swarga. No, that is another. No. You have that picture with anyone? That. That I don't know. So this is near the Saptarshi Mandala, that is Dhruvaloka. He said, na, Dhruva Yatra Vyavastitaha. Where Dhruva is situated, that is the Vaikuntha. We are going to discuss actually. Etad Vishnoho Padam Divyam Trutiyam Yomni Bhaswaram. So it is said that therein exists the abode of Sri Vishnu, which is the third planetary system from the earth, effulgent and transcendental. Nirdhuta dosha pankanam yatinam samyatatmanam sthanam tat paramam vipra punya papa parirakshaye. So the self-control, that means yatina means self-control, recluses who are purified of all defects attain the supreme place after their pious and sinful reactions have come to an end. Punya papa parikshaye. That means nicely when they are destroyed, then all they will reach. Apunya punyoparame kshina sheshapti hetavaha. Yatra gatva nasochanti tad vishnoho paramam padam. Wherein their karma in the form of sin and piety, which is the cause of unending birth and deaths, is terminated, they attain that the supreme abode of Sri Vishnu, which upon reaching all lamentation stops. That means after going to the Vaikuntha, there is no lamentation. That means there is no dukkha. Next, dharma dhruvadyastishtanti yatra te lokasakshinaha tat sarishtyotpanna yogarthas tad vishnoha paramam padam. So the witness of the people's actions such as dharma and dhruva, the witness of people's action such as dharma and dhruva live in that supreme abode of Sri Vishnu, being endowed with the perfection called sarshti, which is attained by yoga practice. Generally, so who goes there? So whoever is getting the sarshti mukti. So these yogis, they do the yoga, by that they will be getting this kind of liberation. Yatretad tretadom protam cha yadbhutam saracharam bhavyam cha vishwam maitreya tad vishnoho paramam padam. So, O Maitreya, that which pervades crosswise and lengthwise all this these universes of the past and present and future, along with all the movable and immovable living beings they contain. Know that to be the supreme abode of Sri Vishnu. Like we read in the Bhagavatam also, Otam Protam, you understood now, that's horizontal and vertical, these lines. Like in the Shiva actually, so that we were seeing the, who is describing this, who is praying? Amsuman. You remember Amsuman is praying to Kapila Bhagavan. Huh? Kapila Bhagavan? No. So this is comes under which Shiva actually, it is telling you. He is saying that is this Bhagirath. Bhagirath is saying that, so where, that means Ganga is asking, so if I fall directly on the earth, then it will go to the Rasatala. So then who is going to stop me? So this is the question she asked. One more question she asked. What is that? Yeah, they contaminate me, they leave the sins, and then who is going to take care of that? She asked this. So to answer these two questions, he was saying that Shiva, that means she is glorifying, he is glorifying, Bhagirath is glorifying Shiva. That means thinking that he is the Gunavatara of the Vishnu only. So that means there at that time, Otam Protam, that means this material, like the, in the horizontal and the vertical threads, the sari is existing or not? If you just arrange these threads horizontally and vertically, there the sari is lying or not in that arrangement. In the same way in the Shiva, so this material in Charachara Jagat is lying, like how the sari is lying in the horizontal and vertical threads. In the same way in the Lord Shiva, this material universe, material creation is lying. That is a samavaya sambandha. That sari is having the samavaya sambandha with the tantus. So similarly it is the same here, Vishnu. So Vishnu, yad otam protam yad bhutam sacharacharam bhavyam cha vishwam maitreya tad Vishnoho paramam padam. O Maitreya, that which pervades crosswise and lengthwise all these universes of the past, present and future, along with all the movable and immovable living beings they contain. So know that to be supreme abode of Vishnu. That means where this material universe is lying. That means that is like in the tantus, the sari is lying in the same way. So in this Vishnu Loka, so this material world is existing like that. That means what? You are getting or not? This is quite difficult. That which pervades crosswise and lengthwise all the universes of the past, present and future. Like in the tantus, sari is there or not? Similarly, in the here in the place of tantus you keep, is not there? Tantus means threads. Sari is a sari. Ah. Like you see, tantus you simply, if you throw there, sari is there in that? No. Otam protam, that means if you systematically arrange those threads, then what it is going to have? It is going to have sari in that. Yes or no? Similarly, this in the place of tantus you take the Vishnu Loka, and in the place of sari this material world. Like that. So in the place of tantus means threads. Threads you should take the Vishnu Loka, that's Vaikuntha. And this material world is? Yes. Otam protam, yad bhutam, yad characharam. Yatra, that means yatra, this that means where. This material world is otam protam. Like the sari, that means sari is otam protam in what? In the threads. Similarly, in the Vaikuntha, this material world is otam protam. that which pervades crosswise and lengthwise all these universes of past, present, and future, along with all the movable and immovable living entities they contain. Know that to be the supreme abode, Sri Vishnu. You got it? This point? Otam Protam? No. Otam, this is Otam, Protam. This together is what? Yeah. Universe. Or the sari actually. This is sari. That means here, now, these are the horizontal and vertical threads. So now in the place of these threads and sari are there. In the place of threads, keep the Vaikuntha. And in the case of sari, it is universe, material universe. That means the material universe which happened, which is happening, and which will be in future. All these universes. Which was previously whatever universe, those are also already Otam Protam in Vaikuntha. Inside means it is having the not the just Sanyoga Sambandha. It is having the Samavaya Sambandha. Here, these tantus are there, na? Tantu and sari, what kind of relation they have? Samavaya Sambandha. Samavaya Sambandha. Tantus and, so now just these, you see, these threads are there, and you just arranged these threads systematically like the horizontal and vertical, then what happened? Then you got the sari. So if you remove tantus, is there any sari? No. That means then what is the relation between this sari with these threads? Tantus means threads. What is the relation? That is the Samavaya Sambandha. That means sari is existing in the threads. Is existing directly like that, like how the pen is existing on this table in the Sanyoga Sambandha. This is, in that it is existing? No. You're understanding? So similarly, Samvaya Sambandha. So similarly, these tantus are the spiritual world, is a Vishnu Loka. Those real actually. Okay, this sari is nothing but the is tantus only. It's a temporary. So if you remove the tantus, finish. Okay. So like this material world is also existing in the spiritual world with the what sambandha? Samavaya sambandha. Getting something? Maybe you can imagine like this. Like the sari. So sari is not there actually. If you remove all the tantus, all the threads. Yeah. Tantu is not material world. Vaikuntha. Tantus are the spiritual. Yeah. That material world is it separate from the Lord? Is not separate from the Lord, na? This material energy is coming from whom? Lord only, na? So that's why. So it's arrangement of those spiritual energies so that this material world is manifested. Okay? It's a little different concept. Okay. Diviva chakshuratatam Diviva chakshuratatam vitatam tanmahatmanam vivekagnana vruddham cha tad vishnoh paramam padam. Know that to be supreme abode of Sri Vishnu, which is enriched with all discerning awareness of the great souls who dwell there, just as the effulgence of sun is spread throughout the firmament. That means Tad Vishnoha Paramam Padam. Which is, that means the spiritual world Vaikuntha is what? Which is enriched with all the discerning awareness of great souls. Babaji's English is very discerning.
If you say one sense only, this is the tantu. So, how to understand this? Actually, how to compare?
How to compare means already compared. Just we have to take, that's all. So like this material world is non-different from the, like you see sari is different from the tantus. Is it different from the tantus? No, na. That what is original? Original is the threads. Okay. The special arrangement of threads itself is sari. Similarly, what is original? Original is the spiritual potencies. The special arrangement of spiritual potencies is the material creation.
So, maybe someone say that the spiritual world also not different from the.
Yeah, it is not different from the Lord.
Yeah, those who are science person, they can see that.
This material world is non-different from the Supreme, because these energies are also belong to the Lord only, and energies are not different from the Lord. So these energies, this Prakriti, when he wants to create the universe, he is bringing out Prakriti, Karananam Sai Vishnu, and he is so impregnating that, and these different eggs are created. So then half-filled water is there in that, and then he is entering into that every Brahmanda in the form of the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So whatever this manifestation he is doing, from where he is doing? From his body only, na, he is doing. It is from his spiritual body only. Na? So that's why we are saying, so Otam Protam, that means this material world is the manifestation of Lord only. That means it is manifestation of Lord, means it is the manifestation of Lord's energies. Is a kind of special kind of manifestation of Lord's different energies, which are not separate from him. So that means what? Of course, this quality is different from the spiritual energies. So just it is a one way to say. That means that example is given just to make you to understand how this whole world is existing in the Lord. That means Lord says, what he says, everything is in me only. Yes, all the living entities. What is the meaning of Bhagavan? In that Va means what? Everything is living in me, and I living in the everyone's heart. How this material world is living in me, in him, that is the way. Tapani Shrutautu. That means the Tapani, Nrsimha Tapani, it is said, Yatra Navayurvati Ityadikam Prakruta Tantan Matra Tattat Matra Nishedatmakam Tat Sravanat. So in the Nrsimha Tapani Upanishad, previously we saw na dukkadi na suryo bhati yatra navayuryat vati yatra na chandramastapati yatra na nakshatrani bhanti. These things, all these, this is an Nrsimha Tapani Upanishad. Nrsimha Tapani Upanishad, in that we are seeing all these what? Prakruta Tantan Tattat Matra Nishedatmakam. So these material qualities are rejected, are not there in the spiritual world. That is said in that. So and also other Shruti Vakyas, this Nrsimha Tapani Upanishad. Upanishad means it is a Shruti. So this Shruti is rejecting the various Prakruta qualities, that means material qualities, And other Shrutis, they are establishing the spiritual qualities. Next, okay, yattu. In the spiritual world, yes. This Nrsimha Upanishad is rejecting the material qualities, and other Upanishads, they are establishing the spiritual quality. It's not that it's a Brahman and not having any qualities, no. Yattu matuhu sapatnya matu sapatnya vagbanair hrudi viddastu tan smaran naichan mukti pater muktim paschatapamupeyuvan iti. Even though yattu means is like, of course it is there. What? Matuhu sapatnya vagbanaih hrudi viddah tu tan smaran naichan mukti pateh muktim tasmat tapam upeyuvan. So Dromara's story this is. So his heart was pierced by the arrows of what? Her words. Stepmother's words are like arrows. So those arrows like words, those pierced the heart of the Dhruva Maharaj. Then what? Then after that he lost his every total indulgence, and so then he didn't ask. When Lord came, Lord appeared, Dhruva Maharaj, did he ask any liberation? He didn't ask. But while returning to the home, he was repenting actually. Oh, so I didn't ask this. Yes? Yes or no? Dhruva Maharaj, did he ask when the Lord appeared, so my dear Lord, you take me to your abode? Did he say like this? He didn't ask. Oh. So, but while returning back home, so he was repenting or not? So much, that means, he is regretting for that. I didn't ask this. Yeah, he is regretting. But he says, he laments, I couldn't ask that. So what he is, Matuhu sapatnya vagbanaih hrudihi viddastu. That means his heart is pierced by the arrows like words of his stepmother. Tan smaran, that means he is remembering these words. Naichan mukti pateh muktim. That means he didn't desire the liberation of the Lord. Mukti pateh muktim naichan. Paschatapam upeyuvan. So that means that means tapam upeyuvan. Paschatapam means, paschat means after, tapam means, so that means pain actually. Upeyuvan, that means he got the pain after that. Paschatapam, that means if you do any mistake, if you kill any cat, a rat, after that you will be getting the paschatapam. That means while killing you don't get any paschatapam actually. After that you will be getting after killing that, so you will be getting the paschatapam. Oh, I did bad, and so similarly here, at that time when Lord appeared, Dhruva Maharaj didn't ask the mukti pateh muktim na icchan. So he didn't desire that. Why? What is the reason? Viddastu tan smaran, tan kan, tan bhanaihi. That means the words of the stepmother, which are like, because his heart is pierced by the arrows of words. That means the words like arrows. By that his heart is pierced, and he is remembering that. And then, so naichan mukti pateh muktim. So he didn't desire, he didn't ask, or he didn't desire that muktim. So then after that, paschatapam upetivan. But after that he got the repenting, regretting. Yeah, he didn't ask for liberation from master of liberation. That's a 4:9:29. Okay. Next. Tatha. After the 31 you see. Aho bata mama anatmyam. Aho bata mama anatmyam. Manda bhagyasya pashyata. Bhagavat chidah padamulam. Gatva yache yadanvavat. 4:9:31. Alas, just look at me. I am so unfortunate. I approach the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can immediately cut the chain of the repetition of birth and death. But still, out of my foolishness, I prayed for things which are perishable. So he is saying like that. After that, iti Sri Dhruvasya apurnam manyata sruyate tat ucca taducca pada kamanaya eva tat prarditavata tena labda manorathatita charanena api swasankalpam eva tiraskrutam uktam iti ghatate. You all forgot, I think, Dhruva Maharaj's story. You remember Tirumala Swami? Huh? In the Dhruva Maharaj story, if you see, so while returning home, he is getting this kind of, he is repenting like this. He is repenting what? Aho bata mama anatmyam. See my foolishness. So that means anatmyam means foolishness, means bodily consciousness. Here Prabhupada is translating bodily consciousness. Manda bhagyasya. So I have no fortune actually. Bhavatchidah padamullam. So gatva ayache yad antavat. Even I got that means, so the lotus feet of the Lord, but I didn't ask. That means, who can immediately cut the chain of birth and death, but still out of my foolishness I prayed things which are perishable. So what is happening here? Here he is saying that, here Jiva Goswami, why he is taking? Here there is an important point is there. Very important logic here. Actually, if you see, Dhruva Maharaj, so when Lord appeared in front of him, Lord, what he gave, you know? What boon he gave to him? You go, you become king and 36,000 years you rule, then no. And after that, what? You will come back to me. He said that already. That means now, even after getting the Vaikuntha, that means he got the boon that he will be going to get the Vaikuntha. But still, why he is repenting? That means Vaikuntha is not superior. That means even after getting Vaikuntha, one is not satisfied. This kind of point one may raise. Is he lamenting? So that means you got the state first rank and still you are lamenting, means you are missing something. That means you didn't get the national level rank. That's why you are worrying. After getting the state first rank also you are lamenting, means what? There is something top to that, and that more is there, and that's why you are lamenting for that. If after getting something still you lament, means there is something higher to that, and that you didn't get, that's why you lament, or not? What is there? Similarly here, now the point will rise based upon this logic. So the logic is, Dhruva Maharaj is already he got the, that means confirmation that he is going to get the Vaikuntha, then why he is lamenting? No, the point is he is lamenting because here Jiva Goswami is confirming. Not very difficult. Sri Dhuvasya Apurnam Manyata. So that means he is lamenting means he is incomplete. Na? Then only he will lament. Na? One whoever is not complete, then he only lament. So Sri Dhruvasya Apurnam Manyata Sruyate Tad Uchchapadakamanaya Eva Tat Prarditavata Tena Labda Manorathatita Charanenapi Swasankalpam Eva Tiraskartum Iti Ghatati. Means while he is praying the Vishnu, so what? That means Prarditavata. That means he prayed the Vishnu, so for the material benefit. He prayed Vishnu for the material benefit, and also he started this for the material benefit, and also he started the this sankalpa of, that means doing the vrata, the 6 months vrata, whatever he did. So with what sankalpa he did this vrata? So to get the higher position than his forefathers. So with this sankalpa, that means he did the worship of the Lord. So for that means for that he is lamenting actually. For that he is lamenting, and he is rejecting that thought. Why I did devotion for for material benefit? Of course, that means he is not lamenting that. That means now he got the Vaikuntha, he's got the confirmation of getting the Vaikuntha, still he is lamenting means, so he is not happy. So that means Vaikuntha is not superior. You should not think like that, but he is lamenting for his sankalpa to do this meditation. So for that he is lamenting actually. So I am cheap. Uchchapada kamanaya eva tat prarditavata tena. That means while the prayers time also he did this. Yes? In the prayers also he asked, I want the position. Yeah. Here it is there. Tat uchchapada kamanaya eva tat prarditavata. Prayers mein nahi bola? Otherwise you can take prardita, so uchchapada kamanaya eva tat prardita means he has the desire of, when Lord came, still he has the desire of. No, here what he is writing, you see, tad uchchapada kamanaya eva. Uchchapada kamanaya means desiring the higher position. Kamanaya eva tat prarditavata. That means the one who prayed actually. That means he prayed with the desire of getting higher position. So prarditavata tena, then labda manoratha atita charanena api. That means even though, so whatever he desired, that means he desired the higher position, but he got beyond to that desire. Labda manorathatita charanena api. What is the manoratha for him? Getting the higher position. That is the but he got what? More than that. Beyond that. So he prayed Vishnu with the desire of getting the higher position. But what happened? He got the higher than whatever he desired. So then after that, then api, so sankalpam eva tiraskartum. So that means he got here is the main crucial point is like this. This is Dhruva Maharaj. Okay. This is Bhagavan. So now he is praying. So at that time he is having still desire of getting higher position. This you reconfirm this.
Pray means, Prabhuji, when Lord appears and then he prayed and then he
That he prayed, but in that prayers what is there I am not saying. So tat here what Jiva Goswami is writing clearly. Tad uchchapada kamanayaiva tat prarditavata. Babaji's translation also you can read. No, Nietzsche. This verse indicate that even though he had attained the Lord and had been awarded residence in Vaikuntha, Dhruva Maharaj considered himself to be still incomplete. The proper understanding of this is that though he had been given a boon that surpassed his wish, he lamented that he had resolved to acquire a lucrative post in. No, this is. Sankalpa, he is now lamenting for his Sankalpa. So he prayed when Vishnu presenting. So prayers he did. So at that time, what is there in his mind actually? At that while the prayers, at that time what is there in his mind? Yeah. Yeah. Counsel then. So purified, then okay. So at that time he has the desire of the material, that means position or not? Huh? Is not there? Here then how? Hmm. Here what Jiva Goswami is writing, tad uchchapada kamanayaiva. Uchchapada kamana means desire for the higher position. Kamanaya means by the desire of, so having higher position. Kamanaya eva tat prarditavata. That means with the desire only he prayed. So he prayed with the desire of
Although Dhruva Maharaj was a small boy, he wanted to offer prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in suitable language. But because he was inexperienced, he could not adjust himself immediately. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, being situated in everyone's heart, could understand Dhruva Maharaj's awkward position. Out of his causeless mercy, he tossed his conch shell to the forehead of Dhruva Maharaj, who stood before him with folded hands. At that time, Dhruva Maharaj became perfectly aware of the Vedic conclusion and understood the absolute truth and his relationship with all living entities. In accordance with the line of devotional service to the Supreme Lord, whose fame is widespread, Dhruva, who in the future would receive a planet which would never be inhabited, even during the time of destruction, offered his deliberate and conclusive prayers. तो इसमें ऐसा नहीं लिखा है कि
even Lord appeared in front of the Aditi also, yes or no? Aditi also. So still what she asked? She asked material things only, na? Yes or no? Even if you see the Daksha, not only Daksha, our dear Kardamuni, what he said himself, I am very fallen, so I want a cow. So it's not that they don't have any material desires actually. If he doesn't have any material desire at that time, he could have asked immediately, so I don't want anything and you take me. He is silent only, na? He didn't ask directly, I want the this higher position. But even he didn't ask the Vaikuntha also. He just prayed. But he is having desire. That is that because Jiva Goswami is saying here.
Desire was not yet moved.
It's not moved. So that means he prayed with that. So that funda, that means if Lord is appeared, then everything is purified. That funda is not working. So because in the many cases we have the examples where the Lord appeared, but still they have the material desires, like the Aditi and like the so many actually. Even our Indra is nice. Brahmaji. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so here, and I will search, and if I find any extra information, so I will let you know. No problem. So this much you will take now. So this from the text we are taking directly from the Sanskrit text. Tat uchchapada kamanaya eva tat prarditavata tena. So he is having that kind of desire and he prayed. So but what he got? Labda. That means got manoratha atita charanatvena. That means he got the charanaha. Whatever he wants to, manoratha means what is his desire in his mind. So atita means beyond to his desire. That means he got the lotus feet of the Lord. He got the lotus feet of the Lord. Because Lord himself said to him, you will come finally to me only. So he said that. That's why he got that. But still he is unhappy while going. That means this happened at the time of prayers. But while going his home back, so at that time he is lamenting. That lamentation is for what? That lamentation is just he started. That means next it is said. That means api swasankalpam eva tiraskartum. That means he is lamenting while going back to the home. That lamentation for what? For rejecting the sankalpa actually. Sankalpa. No, sankalpa means no, not that. Sankalpa means for starting any activity, you first do the sankalpa. That is known as sankalpa. So that means Dhruva Maharaj started worshipping the Vishnu with the material sankalpa. For this he is now lamenting actually. So that means it is not, this lamentation he is, whatever he is getting, that is not for the getting the Vaikuntha. That means I got only the lower planet and I didn't get the higher one. So even higher than this something is there. Not for that purpose he is lamenting. He is lamenting why I did this kind of sankalpa and so did this kind of, for praying the Lord I could not so do with the material sankalpa. For that he is lamenting. With that motivation, so I couldn't have done. That is it. Sankalpa means with that motivation. So when he was touched by the conchal, so he is able to speak. It doesn't mean that he completely his material desire is finished. We cannot. Is it given specifically that? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Aware means different actually. And I will say okay. It's the time. And also, see, but it is main point you see that no, even mother Atidhi also offered, even Kardamuni offered, many are offered actually. Lord himself directly is presenting in them. It's not the meaning of that. That philosophy is not there. If Lord is presenting in front and then so they don't have any material desires, that is not there actually. Yeah, that we have to check. It is a, but it is clear Jiva Goswami is saying that he is having the material desire at that time. Labdha, that means Uccha Pada Kamana. Otherwise, you could have asked if he is completely purified and he realized and I want lotus feet, he couldn't. Why didn't he ask? So that is also will come actually. Next, so here it is said that Tatra he oktam Sri Vidurena. Vidura also is saying now. Sudurlabam yat paramam padam harehe iti swayam Sri Dhruva priyena. First of all, next is Vidura statement is also is should be taken now. What Vidura is saying? Sudurlabam yat paramam padam harehe. After this incident, Vidura is coming into the picture. Means when Lord, what is the sloka? Whole flow, if you see, Vidura is coming in the picture. Prabhu, mic Prabhu actually, otherwise class is like.
Sri Vidura inquired, my dear Brahmana, the award of Lord is very difficult to attain. It can be attained only by pure devotional service, which alone pleases the most affectionate, merciful Lord. Dhruva Maharaj achieved this position even in one life, and he was very wise and conscientious.
Yeah. Yes,
Why
Prabhu.
then was he not very pleased?
So here very important point for us, for our purpose, what we should take? Paramam Padam. This is enough actually for us. What we want to establish that Vidura, Dhruva Maharaj, whatever he got, that Vaikunta, that is topmost. And you cannot show that this Vaikunta, whatever he got, is inferior to anything. So by showing the lamentation of Dhruva Maharaj, you cannot do that. That you cannot do, that because his lamentation is not for the that means getting of the Vaikunta, but his lamentation is for the, so why he did this kind of sankalpa and for worshipping the Lord. He could have worshipped without any motivation. So for that he is lamenting. That is done. And then one more we can point is coming next immediately, this Vidura statement. Vidura is also saying that is a paramam padam. That means whatever the Dhruva Maharaj got, that is Paramam Padam. Means Paramam means it is supremely highest. So this is the point. And after that, even Lord himself is saying, Swayam Sri Dhruva Priyena. That means what Lord said, Tato Gandasi Matstanam. Lord himself, Dhruva Priya means the dearer to the Dhruva Maharaj. Who is that? Lord. So what he said? Tato gantasi matstanam sarvaloka namaskrutam uparishtadrushibhyastvam yato nartate gatah. So my dear Dhruva, so you will come to my place which is venerated by all the worlds and situated beyond the planets of rishis. On going there you will never return. So what is this? Tatah gantasi mastanam sarvaloka namaskrutam. That means everyone offer their obeisances to this. Uparishtad, so rishibhyaha. That means even it is superior to the planets of the rishis, the Saptarshi Mandala. Tvam yataha na avartate. That means gataha. After going there, one will not return back. This is also one more point to establish Vaikunta as superior. Next, Sri Parshadabhyam api atishta jagatam vandyam tad Vishnoh paramam padam. Now this is the chapter while Dhruva Maharaj is going back to the Vaikunta, Dhruvaloka, that means Vaikunta. So at that time these Vishnu Dutas, they came with the aeroplane. So then they are saying atishta, atishta nahi, atishta, come and sit. Atishta. Jagatam Vandyam Tad Vishnoh Paramam Padam. Jagatam Vandyam. That means whole universe is paying obeisance to. It's worshipable by the whole universe. That is what Tad Vishnoh Paramam Padam. That is the supreme abode. This is also proof. Iti Sri Sutena cha. Even Suta Goswami is also saying, Dhruvasya Vaikunta Padadhi Rohanam. So Dhruva Maharaj went to the Vaikunta. Mainly why this problem, why we are stressing only the many places where you get confusion, so that he is discussing. So in the previous Anuched also we saw the, what is that case? Vaikunta case. Which case we saw in the previous Anuched? About the Vaikunta what we saw? What kind of illusion they get? So to remove the what? So Suta Goswami is saying, Jiva Goswami what? In the previous Anuchedas. No, not this. Which one? Not that one. I said one time this, why is Jiva Goswami is stressing about the Vaikunta here. What is that point? I forgot actually. So here anyway I will remember and tell. So here the point is, now why he is discussing this much, because here Vaikunta is said in the material world actually. Dhruva Maharaj is going by the aeroplane and this Vaikunta is in the material world, and one may think this material world is also this Vaikunta is also out of Maya. Huh? Yeah. Yes. Like this Virat Purusha. Yeah. In the 12th canto actually. Maya Chitam. Achitam. Yeah. That in the yeah. So in the these yogis they worship actually this point I said. In the 12th canto there is a Kaustubha Mani is there. That Kaustubha Mani is a source of all the jivas. Is conditioned jivas. So one may show, that means you see this Kaustubha Mani is the source of all the conditioned jivas, and it is in the neck of this Virat Purusha. So that's why they say, by showing this, one may say that this is also, Vishnu is also materialistic. Because the rishis, they asked, whom they asked, Sukadeva Goswami or the Suta? That I don't know anyway. So, Suta Goswami only, na? Sukadeva Goswami, 12th canto that. Suta Goswami. So these rishis they ask. So what they ask? They ask, please explain how to worship Kriya Yoga. They ask to explain the Kriya Yoga so that we can attain finally Vishnu. So then in that process, so he is explaining, Suta Goswami is explaining the process of Kriya Yoga by the worshipping that means the Virat Purusha, thinking it is non-different from the original Vigraha, Sri Vigraha. So, but what Jiva Goswami is saying here he is saying that whatever abharanas, whatever the different things we see, those you have to yatha tatam, yatha sambhavam. So like as much as possible, that much you take for the Vishnu, Sri Vigraha as spiritual. So here if you are hearing in this worshipping of Virat Purusha that Kaustubha is a source of the conditioned Jivatmas, then in the case of the Sri Vigraha you should think that So that Kaustubha is the source of the pure Jivatmas. Yes, you remember this point or not? The same way here also there is a big problem will come. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, what we are hearing, Dhruva Maharaj is going to the Vaikunta. And he is going to the Vaikunta, and then this Vaikunta is also in the material world, and it is a part of the material world only. So Vaikunta is part of material creation. One may raise this. Then he is establishing, no, this Vaikunta is not out of material. It is this whatever he went, that is the Vaikunta, original Vaikunta only. That's a transcendental Vaikunta only. Means this is not material. It is Vishnoha Paramam Padam. That's why he brought up the evidence from the many people. One is Dhruva Maharaj's lamentation. He said this lamentation is not. One may show the lamentation of Dhruva Maharaj as a cause that to share this Vaikuntha is material only. But then he clarified this lamentation is not for the material, for the position of the getting the Vaikuntha, but this is for the Sankalpa. That he cleared. Then after that he immediately said, this Vidura is also saying, Vidura, what he said? Vidura said, Yat Paramam Padam. That means it is ultimate Padam. Vidura is saying, if it is a part of the material creation, then how it can be Paramam Padam? It cannot be. So that means it is spiritual only. So that is he is establishing. Then after that he is bringing the statement of the Lord himself. So Lord's statement, what he said, Tata Gantase na nivartate. That means, of course it is in the material world, but it is actually transcendental only. So it is transcendental only, and he is getting such a transcendental position only, Dhruva Maharaj. Okay, that point he clarified. Then after that he is bringing the support point from the Vishnu Dutas. Vishnu Dutas also, when they came and they said that this is Vishnoha Paramam Padam, Tad Vishnoha Paramam Padam, that also they said. Then after that he is bringing the one more point from the Sota Goswami also. While starting the next chapter, that means 14th and 13th chapter. So he is once again saying this Dhruva Maharaj is Sota Goswami saying Dhruvasya Vaikunta Padadhirohanam. It's Vaikunta only. That is meant Vaikunta means which is the beyond the material creation. That Vaikunta. That means there is no difference. This Vaikunta getting the Vaikunta, he is saying the Sota Goswami using the word Vaikunta. That is very important. This whatever Dhruvaloka, that means this is part of the Vaikunta, that is non-different from that Vaikunta. Spiritual only. Then but it is appearing in this material universe. It is just manifesting. That means it is visible. That means it is prakata. It is appearing and disappearing. This you will be seeing in the next statement actually. So now next our Hiranyakashipu is saying. Sukha? Okay, after that Hiranyakashipu also will come. Next, Panchame Jyotish Chakra Varnena cha Vishno Yat Paramam Padam Pradikshanam Prakramanti iti Yad Vishno Paramam Padam Abhivadanti iti cha. This is also material world only, because in the fifth canto means what? We are seeing the total cosmology. So that means we are discussing the various planets in this material world only. But it is also, that means it is about that only, that Vaikunta only, which is Dhruvaloka, Dhruva Maharaj's Vaikunta, that Dhruva Maharaj went to that Vaikunta, that only. So it is also said that word, Paramam Padam. Tad Vishnoha Paramam Padam. Mainly is the Paramam Padam. Next, Prapanchantargatatvepi tad dharmam uktatvam. Prapanchantargatatvepi taddharmatvam uktatvam. Taddharmatvam uktatvam means it is spiritual Vaikunta only. Of course, it is manifested in the material world. It is spiritual. Taddharmatvam means, tat means what? That original. It is also having the same quality, no change. What is the sutra? Sutra, Brahma Sutra itself is saying, Vikara varti cha tatahi stitim aha iti nyayena. Vikara varti cha tatahi stiti aha iti nyayena. This sutra is there, and next, I didn't see the meaning of that sutra. Vikara varti, avarti cha तथा ही स्थितिम आह iti nyayena. So this sutra is also supporting. And next, atah asmin loke prapanchikasya bahiramshasyeva pralayah gneyah tasya tu tadanim antardhanam eva. Now, if it is in the material world, then when the pralaya comes, then what happens? This kind of doubt we will get. This will be there or not? So that is said here. Atah asmin loke prapanchikasya bahiramshasyeva pralayah gneyah. So at the time of annihilation, asmin loke prapanchikasya bahiramshasyeva pralayah gneyah. That means this spiritual world is there, Vaikuntha, and after, that means everything, whatever is surrounded is what? Is the Brahmanda, na? That whole Brahmanda. This, and that means whatever is whole Brahmanda means, if you take the annihilation, that means during the annihilation pralaya, whatever may be pralaya, that means, so maybe if it is Brahmaji's one day pralaya, till where it will be finished? Till the Maharloka? Till Swargaloka, na? Swargaloka finished. So even if you take the Brahmaji's, otherwise Brahmaji's 100 years finished, then whole Brahmandas, all will be finished. So then at that time all Brahmanda also is gone. So Brahmaji's 100 days finished, 100 years finished. So at that time also what will happen? At that time, so the outside whatever is the covering is there, material covering. Bahir amshasya eva pralayaha. Prapanchikasya, that means this is material world. Prapanchikasya bahiramshasya eva pralayaha gneyah. Tasya tu tadanim antardhanameva. Then what will happen to this Vaikuntha then? That will be antardhan. Disappear. That only disappear. So that's why etad alambhyeva. So thinking, considering this only, Hiranyakashipuna uktam. Hiranyakashipu also said, Kimanyaihi kala nirdhutaihi kalpante vaishnavadibihi. What is the use of these Vishnu Loka? These are all will be finished at the ending of Kalpa, Brahmaji's day. So he said, that means ending of this means what? By the influence of the time, even Vaikuntha also is finished. All the Vaikuntha, such as Vaikuntha, are all finished, he is saying. So, because he is, he cannot understand this. That is disappeared actually. He thinks that this is finished, but it will disappear. Whatever outside to that, that is material cover, that will finish. But the main thing will disappear. Atah adyapi, okay. Okay, enough. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Antardhanam, mane? Like Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, Sridhar Sai Vishnu also what he will do? He will just disappear, that's all. Huh? A living entities also, everything will be that's Lord is having so infinite energies. What he will do, I don't know. Inconceivable, that's achintya.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And
Hare
Pranam.